Hello everyone, today I will discuss diabetes mellitus. Then introduction of diabetes mellitus. Diabetes comes from Greek word siphon. Siphon implies that a lot of urine is made. Then mellitus comes from Latin word mel, which means honey, and was used becomes the urine was sweet. Then it is a metabolic disorder of multiple etiology characterized by chronic hyperglycemia with disturbance of carbohydrate, fat and protein metabolism resulting from defect in insulin secretion, insulin action or both. Diabetes mellitus mostly affect in elderly or young age group mostly affected. Diabetes is one of the four major types of non-communicable disease. Diabetes in India. India has estimated 77 million people with diabetes, which makes it the second most affected the world after China. 1 in 6 people in the world with diabetes in from India. This is set up to increase over 100 million by 2030. The majority of people with diabetes, more than 90, have type 2 diabetes. Then classification of diabetes mellitus mostly four. First, insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, also called type 1 or juvenile diabetes. Then second, non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus, also called type 2 diabetes. Then third, gestational diabetes. Then fourth, other specific types of diabetes. Then type 1 diabetes. It occurs at any age, but usually less than 30 years of the age. It can be due to genetic, immunologic, or environmental factor. It can have islet cell antibodies. Diabetes ketoacidosis proof. Type 1 diabetes patient usually thin at diagnosis. No endogenous insulin, so require exogenous insulin. 90% rate of cases is autoimmune mediated on 10% in idiopathic. Then I will discuss type 1 with figure. Pancreas and bone marrow decrease insulin in blood vessels and increase glucose due to low of insulin. Then muscles unable to use glucose due to low of insulin. Then other way, glycogen and protein breakdown causing ketoacidosis. Then muscles unable to use glucose due to low of insulin. Then details about type 2 diabetes, common among adults and elderly people more than 30 years of age. Type 2 diabetes is 90 to 95% of all diagnosed cases of diabetes. It begins as insulin resistance as a need for insulin rises. The pancreas gradually loses its ability to produce insulin. Diabetes ketoacidosis is rare, no islet cell antibodies, and type 2 diabetes patient usually obese at diagnosis. Can be due to hereditary and environmental factor. Then I will discuss type 2 with figure. Pancreas insufficient insulin in the blood vessels but increased glucose in the bloodstream. Then muscles unable to use glucose due to insulin resistance, just like type 1. Then obesity obesity, inheritance and other factors leading to insulin resistance. Then muscles unable to use glucose due to insulin of resistance. Then gestational diabetes diagnosed during pregnancy. This diabetes diagnosed during pregnancy. Onset usually second and third trimester, and placental hormone reduces action of insulin. After pregnancy, 5 to 10 of women with gestational diabetes are found to develop type 2 diabetes, increase health risk to mother and baby. Then other specific types of diabetes mellitus: genetic defect of beta cell function, genetic defect of insulin action, pancreatic disease, excess endogenous production, of hormonal antagonist to the insulin, drug-induced viral infection, latent autoimmune diabetes in adult, modified onset of diabetes in young. Then clinical feature, mostly seen in polyuria, polydipsia, weight loss, easy fatigability, blurred vision, poor wound healing, increased frequency of infection, increased hunger. Risk factor, agents, pancreatic disorder, defects in formation of insulin, destruction of beta cells, decreased insulin sensitivity, genetic defect, autoimmunity. Then host factor, age, sex, genetic factor, genetic marker, immune mechanism, and obesity. Then environmental factor, sedentary life, diet rich in saturated fatty acid, decreased consumption of dietary fiber, malnutrition, alcohol, chemical agents, stress, complications, acute diabetes, ketoacidosis, hyperglycemic, hyper smaller disease states. Then complications, acute I will describe. Then chronic retinopathy, neuropathy, heart problem, arterial disease and others, cataract, glaucoma, hearing loss, diarrhea, sexual dysfunction. Then diagnosis of diabetes mellitus, mostly three way to diagnose this patient. First of all, fasting blood sugar, postprandial sugar, and HbA1c. Fasting blood sugars, person to be tested should be on normal diet for at least 3 days prior to testing. The test should be done after an overnight fast of 8 to 10 hours. Fasting blood sugars as follows: fasting sugar glucose below 110 normal, between 110 to 120 pre-diabetic, and above 120 diabetic. Then postprandial blood sugar, patient is advised to have a normal meal and return to the clinic after 2 hours following the meal. Less than 140 mg per dl. Then normal diagnosis between 140 to 200 pre-diabetic, above 200 diabetic. Then HbA1c test should be done after an overnight fast of 8 to 10 hours. HbA1c level 4 to 6 normal for those without diabetes. Then otherwise 6.1 to 7 target range for diabetes. Then more than 7 poor control and fully diabetic patient. Preventions, primary prevention, population strategies and high risk strategies, secondary prevention and tertiary prevention. Then I will discuss primary prevention. Two types: population strategies. The scope of primary prevention of IDDM is limited based on elimination environmental risk factor. Developmental of preventions program for NIDDM is possible. Then prevention continue. High risk strategies effectively directed at target population group. No special high risk strategies for IDDM. Risk of diabetes in NIDDM can be reduced by correcting sedentary lifestyle, overnutrition, obesity, and avoiding alcohol, smoking, and OCPS, oral contraceptive pills. Then secondary prevention, to maintain blood glucose level as close within normal limits, to maintain ideal body weight. Treatment, diet alone, small balanced meals more frequently, diet and oral anti-diabetic drugs. Then diet and insulin, combination of oral anti-diabetic drugs and insulin. Then tertiary prevention aim, prevention of complications from occurring. Then objectives of tertiary prevention, the main objectives at the tertiary level of the organized, specialized clinics and units capable of providing diagnostic and management skills at high order, also to be involved in epidemiological research. Then management, diet and exercise, educate the people, oral hydroglycemic therapy, insulin therapy, nutrition monitoring. Then homeopathic management, Syzygium, Jambulanum, Gymnema sylvestra, then phosphorus, Phosphoricum acidum, Uranicum nitricum, Haloneus, and Cyphryndra indicum. That's all. Thank you.